Welcome back. All right, so the Carolina-New Jersey game tonight, that was a fun one. This one was bonkers. This was a bonkers game. If this series goes this way, I don't know how long the series is going to be, but it's going to be a rough one for goaltenders because whenever the shots come at the net, they tend to be pretty good ones. So, Skinner versus Bressois in this one. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid gets picked off, so early on, Vegas getting in the middle and picking off passes. CC has a rush chance, that's saved. There's a press by Vegas, but they're kept to the outside. The Oilers go to the power play. McDavid goes beast mode. That's defended and cleared. McDavid did that a lot, so that's when he takes the puck and decides to motor towards the net. He was doing a lot of that tonight. Vegas doing a pretty good job of blocking that out and not giving him those opportunities, even though they allow 4 goals. I thought they defended McDavid about as well as he can. There's a near miss for Stevenson on a shorthanded rush, and then Draisaitl has a pass that's blocked. It's cycled by the Oilers, and they score. It's a one-timer from his spot. You know where Draisaitl likes to score them. Power play marker from McDavid and Bouchard at 3:56. So that goal is answered almost immediately. At 4:36, it's Barbashev from Roy. It was a turnover by Desharnais, and it's buried from the slot. So Barbashev starts that with the turnover and finishes it. So good play there. Both teams scored on their second shots of the game, telling us we might be in for a high-scoring game, which we were. Barbashev then has a rush chance that's defended. McDavid has a net drive that was defended as well. Amadio has a net drive chance that's saved. Broberg fires one high. Both teams, it's offense first. Not so much defense. The defensive aspect started showing up for Vegas late in this game, but in general, this was pretty wide open. So, shots are 4-3 for Vegas at 8 minutes. I'm pretty sure all of those would have been high danger, at least almost all of them. Ekholm fires one wide then as the Oilers press. Sorry, sneezing fit. Allergies. Theodore then has a shot that's caught and held. CC has one that's blocked. And then, right after that block, Vegas scores to get the lead. It's on a rush. Amadio from Carlson and Whitecloud at 9:54. So we're not even we're basically at the halfway mark of the first period. There's 3 goals already. Vegas then presses for another. Marchessault has a chance that's saved. Costin then had a chance that was stolen, and then Martinez is denied as Vegas in transition. Any turnover, they're fast down the ice. Their forecheck was really good. Just any transition play, Vegas very dangerous on this night. Not that the Oilers weren't either, though. I just want to say both teams, you don't want to be turning over the puck. You might be fishing it out of your net. So the shots are 11-3 for Vegas with 7 minutes left. They don't stay that lopsided, but they were pretty accurate at that point. Marchessault has a chance that's held with multiple players on the doorstep, so good move there by Skinner, making sure he doesn't let that one out for a rebound. Haig has a rush chance that deflects wide. Janmark tumbles, and he exits the game hurt at that point. Just kind of fell awkwardly into the boards. 2:49 left. There's a power play for Vegas. Eichel has a net feed that's picked off and cleared. There was a shorthanded Draisaitl rush. He passes to McLeod, but that's picked off. And then Vegas sets up, they cycle, and Stone tips one in front. Smith and Pietrangelo with the assists at 18:23. So there's Stone again, and it's a 3-1 lead for Vegas. And it looks like this one might be a laugher. Oilers press to respond. Things are getting kind of chatty between the benches at this point. I would expect that to ramp up as the series goes along. Bukestad has a chance that's caught and held, and then at 19:49, one of those last-minute goals, Draisaitl banks it in from the side of the net off Bressois' shoulder, just off Bressois' back. Hitting a goalie in the numbers for a goal is now a thing in the NHL. You get the goalie to cheat off the post, and then you put it in off of him. Draisaitl from Hyman and Ekholm at 19:49, and it makes it a 1-goal game. Bouchard gets shaken up at the horn, but he's okay. So it's 3-2 after 1, and it looks like this is going to be a really high-scoring game. The second period, it is one that has opportunities. It does not have goals. Early press by the Oilers. Stevenson fires one high on a rush. There's a press by Vegas at 2 minutes. They then draw themselves a power play. That's killed off. Just the one shot for Vegas during their power play. Fans call one. Referee doesn't shortly after that's done. Whitecloud has a shot that's blocked. The Oilers are pinned down a bit, but they do finally clear it out to get a line change. Marchessault's then denied and close. The Oilers press at 6.5 minutes, but they're having trouble getting to the net in the second period. And then there's a power play for Vegas. Pietrangelo has a blast that's held. They cycle. The Oilers steal. They rush. Then there's a shorthanded Nurse chance that was saved. Kane gets a little too aggressive. However, Eichel retaliates, so it's offsetting penalties. It would have been a 5-on-3 for 20 seconds. So it stays 5-on-4 instead, and the Oilers do finish the kill. Howden's then denied on a 2-on-1. Bouchard has a screenshot that's saved. Martinez then has one that deflects out as Vegas presses. Eichel has a rush chance that's saved. The Oilers clear. Shots are 7-5 for Vegas with 6.5 minutes left. McDavid with a net drive. It's defended. And again, he would get that puck, get on his horse, and try driving to the net, and Vegas did a very good job of blocking him out as much as possible. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has a shot that's blocked. Draisaitl has a chance that's held. And, power play's killed off. Yeah, right here. Power play for the Oilers. I skipped the line. I apologize. That led to a shorthanded Carlson chance that saved the Oilers set up, but it's out again. So they had a hard time setting up that power play. McDavid goes beast mode. It's broken up and cleared. Then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has a shot that's blocked. Draisaitl has a chance that's held, and then the power play's killed off. That was the one successful kill tonight for Vegas, as the Edmonton power play continues to be absolutely ridiculous. So Skinner holds a chance for Riley Smith. Eichel has a shot that's held. There's some pushing after that. Not a lot of that tonight, though. There really, honestly, were not a lot of pushing and shoving and a lot of the ugliness. I'm waiting for Kane to do something that causes the series to explode. Normally against Vegas, it's Kane, right? It's got to be Kane, right? So, Theodore has a shot that's blockered aside. The Oilers clear. Fogle fires one wide. Vegas clears. So both teams getting rush chances. McDavid has a last-minute net drive chance. That's held. The Oilers press to close it out, and they draw a power play to start the third period. So third period, they're down by 1. They just need 1 here to tie it. The Oilers cycle. Bouchard fires one wide. Draisaitl can't bury one. It's cleared out. McDavid has a pass that's picked off and cleared. But then, on a rebound, Draisaitl scores at 1:35 from Hyman and Bouchard, and that's a hat trick for Draisaitl. It was really, at this point, reminding me of Pavelski last night. Except Draisaitl's not 65 years of age, but still, it was sort of okay, so he's dragging them into this game. Nobody else is getting goals. He's dragging them into this game. So Vegas looks to respond, and they do. Barbashev scores from White Cloud and Eichel at 2:36, so it takes them a minute and a second to answer here. Took them a little over a minute, it took them under a minute to answer here. And then it took a little over a minute for the Oilers to answer here. So back-to-back goals were a feature of this game. So we see that with Barbashev, and then Vegas presses for another, and they get it. And it's less than a minute later, they get it at 3:26. It's Stevenson from Stone and Howden. Great pass by Stone. One-timer by Stevenson puts it into the net. Nurse then has a shot that's blocked. Vegas rushes the other way. McDavid tries a bank shot off Brossoit. He tried the same thing Draisaitl did. Brossoit was ready for it this time. McDavid then has a net drive, and it's defended. Couldn't get there. Nurse to Kane, near miss. The Oilers press, Vegas blocks. Kolasar with a net drive, that's saved. And then, buried far corner on a rush, it's Draisaitl from McDavid and Ekholm at 8:33. So he's the 7th Oiler to get 4 goals in a game. The last time an Oiler had 4 goals in a game, it was Jari Kurri in a 13-3 win over the LA Kings. And I had to look that up. Darren Elliott and Rolly Melanson were the goalies in that one. One allowed 7 and the other allowed 6. So, yeah, rough night for Elliott and for Melanson there. McDavid's then denied on a rush. The Oilers press. McDavid has a chance that's held as the Oilers are looking to tie it. Kostin then had a shot that's saved as the Oilers continue pressuring. Lots of chances for the Oilers in that third period. Kulak has a shot blocked and cleared. Howden fires one wide on a rush. Back-to-back icings by the Golden Knights. Petrangelo's denied. Raw has a chance that's held. Nurse is then denied on a net drive. Vegas, late in this game, was defending much better than earlier. Keeping the Oilers to the outside. Not allowing those, tape-to-tape passes quite as much as they were earlier. Stevenson couldn't bury one on a 3-on-1. And then with 1:03 left, there were too many Oilers on the ice. They had 7. They had 7 on the ice while Skinner is looking to get off the ice. And it was just a matter of 2 guys jumping on way before the other guys get there. And you have to call it. You have to call it. And the way that you can tell in a game is, if the linesman blows the whistle and does this, that's too many men on the ice. So when they're like, there's a whistle, and I'm like, yeah, that's too many men on the ice. That's just automatic. So, and I mean, the Oilers had the puck, so I knew it had to be them. So Vegas has the power play to basically end this, right? So the Oilers call a timeout before that power play starts. because they have to get this planned out. So they do pull the goalie with 50 seconds left, but at 19:26, Eichel gets the one that's the dagger. It's technically a power play goal. It's an empty netter, and it's from about 200 feet away from the net. So Vegas wins this one 6-4. The home teams had a good night tonight. Both of them go to 1-0. 3 stars in this one do not include Draisaitl. I understand it's Vegas. I understand it's the playoffs. Are you kidding me? Barbashev, Stevenson, and Stone. Draisaitl had 4 goals. It won't hurt to put him in the 3 stars. Anyways, shots on net are 14-8 Vegas in the first, 12-7 Vegas in the second, 13-7 Oilers in the third. Final shots 33-28 for Vegas. Power plays Edmonton 2 for 3. So it got better, but they just allowed too many goals. And then the Vegas Golden Knights were 1 for 4. The hits were 44-25 for the Oilers. Skinner saved 27 out of 32. Brossoit saved 24-28. I don't think that while either goaltender had rough numbers, I don't think either of them had a bad game. I think it's just these teams have such lethal offenses, and they just let them fly tonight. And honestly, I really enjoy seeing that in the playoffs. Usually come playoff time, both teams are just trying to choke off the middle of the ice, and they're trying just to make sure nobody scores. And tonight it was kind of fun hockey. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again.